welcome to beautiful Colorado Springs and Falcon Stadium. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the move from inside is 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Falcons' offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Out to guide this offense is Liam Zarka. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
And the Falcons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gets the back moving. Here's some daylight. On his feet at the 40. Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Falcons will have it 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Rolling right and going deep. Makes a grab on the shot. And the Falcons trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for the edge. The pitch. Touchdown, Falcons! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. And here comes the junior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Finds his man. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Falcons. And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down to the air. Right down the middle. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. The play fake. Buying time to his right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup on that. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Corners showing press. They want to be physical. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. To the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sells to fake. They're all over him. Hit as he throws. Finds his man. It's Jefferson. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Sends it back in motion. Drops back on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that one's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Back open in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does. And they
got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Falcons. Great job by the back on the option. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
Just keeps moving. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Sacramento State sideline. Guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. There he goes. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Falcons.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Sacramento State sideline. One thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Back to you guys.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's raining. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Cradles it at the 35. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Got some green grass. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Complete downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Falcons peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he's in. Touchdown, Air Force.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Falcons. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down, or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. He gets it away from his own end zone. Trying to make one miss. There he goes. Open it up. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, down on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Swings it out to the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back's got it on the screen. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. You saw it there.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, what a move. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the ranking...
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking downfield, it's Webster. Unloads to the wideout. And he gets rid of it.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. The handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Turning it on! He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Falcons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Sells the run, looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Back's got it on the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Falcon. A great catch and run for 6.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Looking down the middle. Got a man. It's Hardy. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Caught on the RPO.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Air Force. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Sets his feet. It's Webster. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Motion from the back. Keeps it himself. The option, the keeper. Across the 45. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Hits inside, it's Alexander. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. That keeps the running game churning, pickup of 5 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking downfield, it's Webster. Whip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Kick is in the air. Not a lot of room to field this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This quarterback part of their running game.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Selling the fake. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. The run inside. It's Alexander. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Back to throw, it's Webster. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to go. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just gonna...
Oh, what vision! Wide open, and it's a foot race. They will
always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. But this offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Straight ahead, it's Alexander. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Rush right in his face. Unloads in the nick of time.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. On the option. He'll do it himself. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Wants to throw one first. Got his man on the outside. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity.